Hi everyone, it's Mindy. Let me know if you can hear and see me. Okay, I think I'm live. So just pop in if you can in the comments. I see a thumbs up, so that's good. Can you see me and hear me okay? Make sure my microphones are all working. Excited to play with some products from Hero Arts. Hello from Italy. Wow, that's a hike. Can you hear me okay? Hi, Carol. Hi, Courtney. Can you guys hear me okay? Before I get too involved. Yes, great. Hi, Shanna. Is it Shanna? Did I say that right? Great. You can see and hear me. Yay. Thank you, Barbara. Hi, Belinda. Glad you guys are joining me today. We are going to be playing with some products from Hero Arts summer catalog release. And when I say playing, I mean literally playing. I did not prep a finished card project for today. I thought I would play with some of the new sprays that Hero Arts has. I sound okay? Great. All right. Well, keep me posted. I can see your comments off on the side here. You know, I don't do lives too often, so trying to remember the setup for it. And I know my camera's probably crooked. I'm like, I'm just going for it. Just want to show you guys what this stuff does and what it looks like and how gorgeous it is. So I'm going to drop down to my table and show you what I have on my desk. There I am. All right. So these are the new two-tone metallic sprays from Hero Arts. And I literally have not played with these at all yet. I want to. I've been admiring them, but I had not played with them yet. So I thought, you know, I'll just jump in and show you how I start playing with a product like this. So I literally just added water to these bottles, and I'll talk about that here. So we have these 5 colors, brand new in the summer catalog. You know I like to splatter. You know I like to make a mess. So we're going to just jump in and start playing with these. So we have 5 of them here, 5 different colors. They are two-tone metallic sprays, so they are going to have a lot of shine to them. Now, what you're going to get, I left one empty. So this is... Sorry, give me 1 second. I am so sorry. I knew this would happen. My daughter's at school, so she is texting me because she gets to come home early. And this is why I'm a stay-at-home mom. So give me 1 second. I am so sorry. One moment. Okay, so sorry about that. I left one of these bottles the way they come when you receive them. So when you get them, they're really light. All it is powder in these bottles for right now. So what you need to do is add water to them. Now, what are these sprays? So this all described here on the label. And also Dana did an amazing video using these sprays. She shows you different ways that you can use them. She has lots of really great ideas. So just to show you what's on the back here, it is a luminous blend of metallic pigment and dye watercolor powders. My children, oh, Carol, my children are a handful. So to use these, you need to just add water and shake well until the powder is mixed. So you can start with 3/4 of your bottle being full of water, and then you can add more if you want to change the intensity of it. So these are quick drying and permanent when a fixative is applied, and then wash hands after use. So I am going to try and bring a lot of things close up to the camera here for you because we're going to want to see this shine up close. Now, in these bottles, I did not fill them 3/4 of the way. One of the things that Dana had done in her video is she didn't put a lot of water in hers, and the intensity is immense. So if you want a lot of intensity, don't add as much water. You can always add more water to these, but you can't obviously take it back. So I would start with a little bit less. Now, when you add the water, it's going to be kind of hard to see in here, but you want to shake it up because if you don't use these, the pigment is going to settle at the bottom of your spray bottle. So you want to shake them up really well. Do I use distilled water? You know, Belinda, I don't know if there's a difference. I honestly just filled it from my tap. I just went to my sink and filled it up. I'm not 100% if there's a difference. So this one is the fuchsia and gold, which I already know is probably going to be amazing. This is bright yellow and copper. You can kind of see here at the bottom how that pigment is settled. I just put water in and I hadn't done anything with it. So I'm going to shake it up. They also do come with a cap. I do recommend making sure your cap is on and you're sealed up before you start shaking. So this one is the bright yellow and copper. Then we have, wow, spring green and gold. This is going to be amazing. And our other one here is royal purple and gold. So I do recommend before you spray, even if it's been sitting off on the side, I do recommend that you give it a shake before you do anything, just to make sure none of that shimmer, metallic, or anything has settled. That one I think I filled full. It feels full. And just to show you how this would look, Dana's got some really great ideas of using the powder that's already in there before you add any water to it. Now, me personally, I've used things like shimmer powders before, and this to me seems like it would be very much like shimmer powders. So if you wanted, you could just pop this off and just put some shimmer powder, some of that powder down. You don't even have to add water to it just yet. So that is one way. It was really cute. Dana recommended in the video to get 2 bottles, one to have as powder and one to have with water. Or you could take some powder out of here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some extra bottles. So I just put a little bit of that powder down and I'm going to spray it. And immediately it spread out. So I'm gonna try and bring that up close here. You can see we have that pigmentation there in the middle. You can watercolor with these. We can create backgrounds with these. There we go. I don't do it enough, but I do love using sprays because they're just kind of, oh, they do dry really fast. The bottle said quick drying. Should have listened. So it is quick drying. And that's okay. That it kind of stuck in there. I'm also not using watercolor cardstock right now. I will be in a moment here. I just wanted to spray this out with the powder just to show you. So that is just the powder itself. Now, there is something I want to do. You guys still hear and see me okay? Oop, making a mess already. So don't get water everywhere. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. And I'm still alive, I hope. Okay. Now, one thing I really wanted to test out is like a resist technique. So here, I'm not sure how it's going to work because they do dry fast and they dry permanent. So this is kind of an experiment for me, but here I have, this is the Positive Script background stamp. Probably not gonna be able to see anything. Yeah, I give up. Probably not gonna be able to see anything until I actually spray it. Still here, great. So I do have this background stamp, which I'll show you here. I just love scripty backgrounds. I don't care what they say on them. I love scripty backgrounds. So this one's the positive script background. Came out in the summer catalog. And I heat embossed it in white embossing powder onto, this is actually watercolor paper. Oh, let's see. Let's try some, maybe pink and purple. Yeah, see, my purple already settled. So I'm going to shake these up. Another thing you want to make sure you do is that after you use them, clean your nozzles. I am very notorious for not cleaning my nozzles, but you want to make sure you clean your nozzles. All right, let's get this started here. There's that. Let's throw in some purple. Let's quickly add some water. And now I just made a big, huge mess. So let's see how this goes. Oh, look at that. Wow. Whoop. I got a lot of mess going on. I told Libby I was just going to play today. I was not having a purpose really, except to show you guys these sprays. So I'm just tilting my cardstock to kind of let that move organically on its own, because purple and pink always are a good match. All right. So I am going to set this off on the side somewhere safe to dry. Yes, very vibrant. One of the reasons, like I said, I think part of the vibrancy is I didn't go 3/4 of the way full. I maybe did half in each, or a little above half, possibly, in each of those. So now I need to find a spot somewhere where I can set this off on the side to dry. And I'm going to try and use that quick, if I can move that. So I'm going to take, I am using the Hero Arts watercolor paper, Luxe White watercolor, which I do not have a lot left, which is why I'm probably going to play with regular white cardstock. I didn't realize that I was so low. So I am just taking this and I'm spraying my white watercolor paper with water, and let's see what happens here. It's stuck. I'm just dipping that right in. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. So once this dries, that metallic is really going to be popping out. I can see it on my mat. All right, so now there's another background. I get to try and find a spot to dry. Dab it with some more watercolor paper too. But yes, absolutely. Oh, I know. I mean, look at this. It is just, wow. So amazing. There's actually something I think I might do with this yet today. Okay, now I have some more there. I could dab this up again with some more watercolor paper, but I want to show you the other colors. I'm just trying to, I need another hand is what I need. So let me make some room here. Oh yeah, I can see the shimmer in this already. Okay, it's gonna have to go on my floor. All right, one moment. So let's clean this up. I am trying to really keep my hands kind of halfway clean, because I have some videos to do that my hands should probably look presentable in. All right, one moment. Funny noises. This was just water I sprayed down on my work surface to clean that up. And I am working on a glass mat, which is typically what I prefer to work on. Now this is just some rubbing alcohol to help kind of get the rest of that, and it also dries really quick. Okay, so that one was royal purple and gold and fuchsia and gold. Were those two. Okay. Let's do another one. Hi, Libby. Yes, I need to mention, made a note, and then I covered my note with my spray bottles, was that Libby will be popping on at some point soon to talk about the stamp along. Unfortunately, she missed her live last night because she had a really bad headache. So she will be popping on sometime to talk about the new stamp along, which I will be teaching there along with many other creative friends, and we're doing kind of a mixed media focus. So that's going to be a ton of fun. I'm kind of doing mixed media today, I think. Okay, so these ones are spring green and gold and bright yellow and copper. So let's see what this does. So I just shook them up. And now those techniques I had done before was wet on dry. I just sprayed it onto my paper. Now let's see. This is kind of be, I'm gonna wet that with my sprayer, and then, so this is gonna be more of a wet on wet technique. So let's get some of that. This is our spring green. Ooh, come on. Oh, I didn't clean my stuff very good. And we'll do that. I think we'll add a little bit more water. And then we'll tip it and see what happens. Oh my gosh, it is so shimmery. Okay. My son's phone keeps going off with notifications. So I just gonna let that move around. I mean, the shimmer, can you see that shimmer? It is seriously just sparkling. Let's see if I can get that close for you. I don't know if it'll get it. Yeah, you just got to see it in person. It is so shimmery. I think somebody else is home now. This is why I don't do lives. All right, so I am going to set this one off on the side to dry. I don't have a lot of... Okay, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Hey, Roberta. All right, so I'm gonna put that one there, and I'm going to clean up my mess. Sam, away from my stuff. Out. My dog wants to step on my stuff sitting on the floor. Out. So those two that I used was the spring green and gold and bright yellow and copper. Oh, Susie, they are super cool. They really are. It is just, it's something you really have to see it in person to truly appreciate the shimmer that is in these. To catch it on camera, it's kind of like foil. It is so hard to catch the shimmer in here. Like, I can see the speckles that's mixed in with that copper, but it's really hard to catch all that on camera. And I just gave myself yellow nails. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Thank you, Roberta. Okay, let me see how these backgrounds are doing, because this is quick dry, so let's see how quick it dried. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hold on. Let's move this. So this was the one that I had done on the background, or ink smushed on my work surface. And I can see the shimmer in here. It's probably not picking up on camera, but this one, oh, gosh, I wish you guys could see this. Let me dab up some stuff here so I can pick it up. Wow, and it resisted. That's what I was testing here, is this heat embossing. It resisted the heat embossing. Or the heat embossing resisted the sprays. Sorry. All right, you guys really need to see this. Let me see if I can do this. Come on, camera. Kind of, maybe. There it is. See it? Look at all that gold in there. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. It's just an amazing background. All right, so this one is still drying. There's a lot on there. Now, I'm gonna just set these back on my floor. And hopefully my dog doesn't come wandering over again and try and make footprints in my stuff. See, people tell me to do more lives, but it's like it's like when you get on a phone call, the minute you go live, people call you, people text you, your dog wants the attention, even though it ignored you all day long. All right, now I want to do the ocean one. Really want to do that one. Down to 2 sheets of the watercolor cardstock from Hero Arts. I am going to be going and placing an order as soon as this live is done, because if you have never tried Hero Arts white cardstock, or the watercolor cardstock, you are missing out. It is amazing. All right, this is probably going to take me a while to pour it. Let me see if I have a water bottle here somewhere. I don't know where my water bottle went. Let's try this. Let's see how big of a mess I can make. So to fill these, just twist the top off. You're gonna have a spray there, and you have your powder in the inside. So you can kind of see that. So that, like I said, you could put this in a little, maybe, oh, sorry, coming back. In a little painter's palette, and you can use this to paint even. You just add a little bit of water. Yes, Belinda, it's just like that. My sister called about 10 minutes before I went live. My daughter texted as soon as I hit the live button. I'm honestly not surprised. I haven't gotten a text from the teacher yet saying to come get my son. I'm surprised because that's the last one. All right, now I'm just gonna use some water I had in this spray bottle. Let's see, how much do I want? Let's go with that. I think that's a little above half, maybe. I do keep it real. It's impossible for me to hide anything when you're live. It's all completely real. Okay, so this one is Ocean. Oh, I got a mess. Okay, so let's shake that up. Make sure we're on tight. Shake that up so that my powder isn't settled down there. You know, thinking, so I have been shaking up and down. I don't think we should shake up and down. I think we should shake side to side. Because if we're shaking up and down, we are throwing that powder up into the spray nozzle. And I don't think that would be good. So I think we should shake side to side. Okay. This is going to be pretty. I just know it. Wonder how this would look. That's got copper in it. Okay, let's test this out. It's also hard spraying like this. When I'm doing this live, it doesn't really spray that well because you usually want to spray upright of sorts. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead. I have no water left in this bottle. And you know what I want to do? I want to spray some yellow. Yep, I shoved powder up there. I know I did. I felt it. So let's just try this. This is my fault. This has nothing to do with Hero Arts. I know that when I was shaking my bottle, I shook it up and down, and I could feel the weight of the powder in there. I know that was what I did. Okay. So now we can spray that with some water and get this moving. Trying to avoid getting it all over my fingers. I don't think that's avoidable. Let's give that some room to move. Yeah, she dries quick. She definitely dries quick. Alright, so there's that there. Let me see what we got here. Roberta. Do they come dry and we have to add water? Wonder if the nail polish sonic shaker would work to mix these. I need trigger type sprays. I don't know anything about a nail polish sonic shaker. Is that something I should know about? And yes, like Libby said, they come dry and you add water. So let's grab another one. I'm going to add water to this, and spray that on my surface. Let's see what happens. Smush that right on down. Now I believe in Dana's video, she shows you a few different ways to do it where you can layer your colors on top. So they dry and then you can go back in and spray it again. Okay, now that I made another big mess, clean that up. Set this off on the side, and I have a couple of those backgrounds dry that I think I'm going to do some stamping on. So let me make some room for that. Let these dry off on the side. Hi, Donna. And I'll set this one off on the side. What is Libby saying? Libby says, I recommend cleaning nozzle with alcohol if it becomes clogged. Thank you, Libby. Because you know, if something's going to clog, it's going to be with me and it's going to be live. Just saying. And let's clean this up. This is my rubbing alcohol. This is kind of why I like working on a white glass mat. I know it can be hard to see sometimes. I got all over my thing there. I know white glass mats can be hard to see sometimes, but this is why I love them, is I can see where I made a mess. Because I don't want to end up transferring something onto a white card base or something afterwards. Okay. Roberta says, yes, it is awesome for shaking your oxide refills and other ink or paint that needs to be shook really good. Jessica Frost Ballas told you about it. Really? I will have to write that down. I think I need that. And Libby, are you seeing gold shimmer when it's really watered down on your desktop? Let me bring it in, actually. Some of them have speckles. Let's see. Okay, so this is one of them. This one, I can see speckles, but it's not as shimmery as if you directly spray it and add water. But there are speckles. And then there's, let's see, what other one here? This one's still drying. I'm just gonna come in. This one I think I sprayed directly on and watered it down, I think. So I got some shimmer and speckles in there. but it's the ones that you directly spray that have that massive gold shimmer in it. And then just kind of moving your cardstock around so it can blend organically. Send you the link. Oh, great. Thank you, Roberta. Because I'll probably forget anyway. And my other backgrounds here are still drying. So let's go ahead and play with this one a little bit. Let me grab my heat tool. So I just want to dry this a little bit more. I can tell it's still wet because the paper is still very cool. So this is one that I had smashed down onto my work surface. Now, when it's going to curl a little bit, but if I want to flatten this out, I could run this through my die cut machine, which is what I would typically do. Yeah, Libby, I'm going to have to order a couple more bottles of these. And watercolor paper. These are gorgeous. So I'm thinking, okay, so I had also, oh, you know what I was going to do? Okay, I have to do something before I run out of watercolor paper that I wanted to try. Maybe we'll try it with this one. I wanted to try some stencils. Now, there was also, I did this, you can't see it, but I heat embossed some flowers. And the flowers I had used from, where is it? Can't find my stamp set now. Oh, darn. Oh, there it is. So I was thinking, this is the Beautiful Day stamp set and coordinating dies. You can die cut out your sentiments and your flowers. I heat embossed these in white, but I did it on regular cardstock, so I don't think it's going to work out as well. But what I would want to do, and what I want to try to do when I get more paper, is heat emboss these in white or black onto watercolor paper and then spray them. And it's quickly colored. You don't have to worry about markers, anything like that. Just spray them. They're going to be organically kind of colored in different shades. I think that's going to be beautiful. I just didn't do it on watercolor paper. Okay, so this seems pretty dry. So let me flatten this a little bit. And I'm just going to pop this out. Put this in here. And I'm just going to run it through my die cut machine. That's all I'm doing, just to kind of flatten it out a little bit. Another thing I've done to help flatten my paper is I've put them through my laminator. Just put them in a pouch and run it through the laminator. That not only dries your cardstock, but it flattens it too. So that's another thing I've done. Okay, so that flattened out a little bit. Now I'm going to trim this down. So I'm going to trim this to 4 1/4. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Look at those. It's like you don't even want to do anything to them. They're so pretty. And let's see. Let me think for a second. What do I want to do? Ooh, you know what we could do? We could add some transfers. Let me pull these off. Because these are so cool. Hold on. I'm making a mess. Okay. Now I can pull these out. Maybe. Okay. And I need the stick. This is one of my favorite transfers, are these. Oh my gosh, just look at that, they're so cool. So I think I'm gonna just grab some, and I really don't have a purpose on this. I'm just kind of just messing around. Just messing around. Let's go ahead and throw one of these on there. So if you haven't used the transfers before, there's actually quite a few available now from Hero Arts. All you need to do is you trim out the piece that you want to use, and it comes, there's like a white backer here. You just peel this away. It's like a transparency. You just peel this away from that backer. Take this transparency piece, place it over the area you want to do, and then take that popsicle stick and just go over the area. And I actually don't mind if this is kind of scattered. I think it's going to look better if it's scattered versus transferred completely. So now let's peel this away. See, I missed parts, but I did that on purpose. Oh, that is so cool. Not all of that. Okay. So that is one way. I'll probably give this to my daughter if she wants to use it. She's been really into this stuff lately. So that is if you're into like some mixed media type of things, or journaling, or mixed media cards. These are really good for that. Oh, yeah, my plate was sparkly. Sorry about that, Libby. Hello, Patty. Thanks for joining us. Just playing today. Just using the two-tone metallic sprays from Hero Arts today. So in the beginning, I kind of talked about what I did and how they come and how to use them a little bit. So really just kind of playing. Let's see how our other backgrounds are looking. In case you just joined us, this is a background I had heat embossed the positive greetings? Positive script background. I heat embossed that in white, and then I sprayed that, and we can really see the shimmer in these. So in case you missed that, I mean, wow. Like, wow. Okay, so there was that one. And this was using the royal purple and fuchsia. So let's check on our other backgrounds. This one, it's still wet. I can still feel it. It's kind of cold on the back. This one was using the bright yellow and spring green. So I just sprayed that on my watercolor paper. Now these I think are going to be a little harder to see, only because they're really light colors, but they're vibrant colors, and there is sparkle in here. It's just not always picked up well on the camera. So that one does have a lot of shimmer in it. Okay, so that's that. Then we have this one. Now this one, like Libby had kind of asked about before, the shimmer is not as prominent on the ones where I picked up the ink from my work surface. But, I mean, check out that background. This would make an amazing watercolor background. It's kind of, oh, there we go. That's a better look at the colors. So if you check out the My Monthly Hero Countdown today, this might be something you want to do. Just saying, guys. You might want to check that out. And then we have one more background. This is another one that I had sprayed directly to the paper, spritzed with water, and then just let that move around organically. Now this one I used the, what is that? Ocean Blue and Gold is at the top. And I think it came in with bright yellow and copper, I think down here, which mixed to be green down towards the bottom. But you can see some of that copper down here. So that is really cool. So I'm totally saving these backgrounds because I think they're going to come in super handy for me. Oh, you were spraying on black cardstock. Got it. Yes, that it definitely does have that ocean look to it. I kind of want to spray the ocean just all on its own. I want to spray that ocean blue on its own. But these are so pretty. So I got to set these back down. And these I think are pretty dry. So I'm going to just set those off over here. So where is my watercolor paper? My last piece, you guys. It's my last one. Okay. Let's clean off. You know what I got here? 1 second. I have some little alcohol wipes that I think I'm going to clean my nozzle with. Okay. Well, maybe that'll help get it off my fingers too. I'm making magic. I'm making a mess. Okay. Where'd my caps go? So let's try this one. Maybe with some spring green. I just can't leave it be one color. I kind of want to add some green. What else would look good? Ooh, purple maybe? Should we do blue and purple? I just can't be one color. I just gotta have like all of it. And then I do a lot of it. Oh, that is so pigmented. I probably should add more water to that. Uh-oh, and then I'm out of water here. I am just out of all my water. I might have to go, and I don't know where I put my Hero Arts spray bottle. I had it, and I don't know where I put it. So let's get this moving before it dries, because I learned it's super dries super quick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How do I not have another spray bottle? Yeah, I'm out. Alright. I'm gonna go and throw some water in here quick. Let's see if I can still get water in there. 1 sec. Benefits of working in a kitchen. I can still get some of that to move. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Wow. Okay, totally saving this one. Sorry, forget I'm live sometime. Okay, so I'm gonna set that off on the side, and I still want to use this ink because this is really pretty. So let me see if I can find some watercolor paper. Do I have any handy somewhere? Okay, I am grabbing a sheet. This is actually Artistico, but I don't want to waste that, and I want it on watercolor paper because I know regular cardstock, it's not going to be as good. So let's smush this in because I really want to use this. Oh my gosh, look at my fingernails. Oh my gosh. I'm totally making a mess. So pretty though. Not gonna lie, guys, the Hero Arts watercolor paper is way better. And now I'm going to try and clean up. So there went me trying to stay clean for videos, right? That didn't go as planned. Any questions, guys? I really didn't have any intentions of actually making a card today. I just wanted to play because this is really what I do when I get a new product like this, is I just sit and mess around. And then I'll turn them into cards. And then people will say, how did you do that? And I'll be like, I don't know. I was just playing. So if you have any questions right now, give me a holler. Let me know in the comments as I'm cleaning up. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and we'll take a look at this before I leave. But I'm just going to kind of get some of my mess picked up. That background would look gorgeous with some things in Monday. I know, Libby. I was just saying too. That's why I wanted to pick up that excess ink. I don't want to waste it because it's going to look awesome. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, head over to the Hero Arts blog. Check out, we have the countdown start today for the next bi-monthly hero kit that releases soon. It's awesome. I wouldn't wait around to purchase. I would want to get that right away, just so you know. And then, like I also mentioned, Dana did an amazingly thorough video on these sprays. I just am kind of playing. This is what I'm going to use the sprays for, is backgrounds. So that's really what I was doing. Dana was smart. She put gloves on. I mean, I don't really mind messy hands, but I have a couple videos that I need to do that I'll have to try and get that ink off of. So yeah, I really, really recommend these. Highly, highly, if you have not already. I mean, just the fact that they're so easy to make backgrounds, and then you can put sentiments on them. Or another thing I had pulled out here. Well, I did pull out stencils. I'm just not I'm not in a stencil mood. I'm a crafter that I have to be in a mood. But I'm thinking that this would look really cool die cut out and then placed over the top of one of those backgrounds. And this is just a simple frame. It's all it is. You can die cut it out of gold, out of white, anything like that. And then just adding on top of those colored backgrounds, it would be amazing. It really would be. So now let's go take a look at that's why you love mixed media the most. You feel like you have such fun. Yes, it is. It's playtime, and you grab this and you grab that, and you know, it is a lot of fun. I think the word mixed media just scares people. If you just sit down and play and not think about, you know, am I doing stamping techniques? Am I doing embossing? Or just play. Who cares what it's called? Don't let the word mixed media scare you. Now, what I would end up probably doing is, once this is dry, I would probably splatter it. I love adding gold splatters or white splatters, or, you know, putting some transfers on top. I mean, all you need to do is combine like maybe two mediums, so you could put paste on top with a stencil. There are some, it's funny, I grabbed out stencils. So you could take any of these cool stencils, you could spray through your stencils. You can place this over the top when it's dry and use some hero paste through it. I don't want to do that right now because I might use these for something else. So I don't want to, I don't want to do that right now. But you know, that's a great idea. And backgrounds are so handy to have when you just don't know what else to do. You just sit and make a bunch of backgrounds. Patty, I can try cleaning my hands with sanitizer. Good suggestion. Thank you. My hands are usually in and out of water a lot throughout the day. So hopefully that'll clear up a little bit. I'll be painting my fingernails blue. I'll say that. I'll have to find some blue nail polish. So this one, this is my favorite. I mean, look at that. It's got that royal purple and that ocean blue. And we do have, I can see when it's drying back here, it's got like a sheen of that gold going across the top. It's so pretty. So this one's still pretty wet. All right, guys, I'm going to walk through just these backgrounds real quick, show you what I had done, the mess I made. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask, because I'll be signing off here shortly. Now, this one I gotta point out. So there's really not a lot of sparkle, and I do have to say this before anything else. I usually use Artistico Extra White for watercoloring, and things like that. Hero Arts paper, guys, it's the stuff. It's the stuff. I like this way, way more. It's holding up to all that water you saw me apply, and I like the texture of it better. Now, if you prefer texture on your watercolor paper, cool beans. You do you. This one, I can see the texture of the paper way more than I can on the Hero Arts paper. So I just want to point that out. If you're shopping sprays, pick up a couple packs of the Hero Arts watercolor paper. It is, I lost my packaging. Otherwise, I'd give you the exact name. But pick up a couple packets, save some for me. You're going to want it. Use it for your watercoloring and your backgrounds. Here's another one that I did. Hi, Cindy. You've been having fun making backgrounds just to have on hand. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny, I usually will do that with a gel press. I'll sit and do backgrounds, and then I can't remember what colors I used because I just start grabbing off of the shelf, and then I end up layering colors. It's like, oh, that's not dark enough, and I'll grab another one. But the problem is, when people ask you, how did you do that? You're like, I have no idea. But that's kind of why it's fun to make backgrounds, is you really don't need to have an idea or a plan. So this is that yellow and green, spring green. There is a lot of shimmer on here. I can see it up on top. You just probably can't see it on the camera. And these are the fuchsia and purple. Like I said, that one, I mean, seriously, guys. And that edge, like, there's no way I would trim this background down any further because I don't know how I got that edge, but I love it. It's got that gold right on the edge. So that is our gold. This is the one where I just smushed down and picked up the ink. There are some swipes. I think if you swipe more than versus smushing it down, if you swipe more, I bet you would get more of a streak of color. If I remember right from when I played with this out of one of the hero kits. So there is a little bit of sparkle to those. And then I'm going to call this the star of the show because it kind of is. And I don't want to dab anything. I'm totally going to let this just do its thing because it's so pretty. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you like the sprays? Did you buy the sprays? Did you pick any of the sprays up? Are you going to get the sprays? I think you should. I know I'm definitely going to be doing a video using these sprays here in the near future. Very, very near future. Very, very near future. Backgrounds and decals. Yes, Cindy, actually, super good point to make. Not only for backgrounds, but for die cutting. Yes. Grab some of your die cuts and just cut shapes or cut out the images out of them. Very, very good point. Yes. Thank you, Carol. You bought 2 colors. Ooh, Carol, which colors did you buy? I've tempted you. You're gonna, guarantee you're gonna want them. Gonna want them. They are just going to, and this one I'm letting dry. Letting things dry organically, meaning on their own, is really the best way. I mean, I'm very, very impatient, but letting things dry naturally is really the best because how that color settles, letting it do its thing instead of us trying to control it, it's going to look way better than anything that we could have done, to be honest. You're welcome, Belinda. The blue and the yellow, pretty good colors. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that is a look at the sprays. I enjoyed playing with these and making these backgrounds. I'm going to clean my nozzles. I'm going to get off the screen and clean my nozzles so that I don't clog them. So you always want to clean your nozzles. And I'm going to just clean up my mess a little bit and go order some more watercolor paper. Great. Air drying on their own is awesome. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining today. I'm going to just try and pop in here. Let's see if I can do this. Can I do this? I think I can. Hold on. There I am. I don't use my camera enough, so I got to use it when I can. But thank you all so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun playing with the sprays. I hope you enjoyed it all. You can head over to the Hero Arts website to pick up your sprays or their retailers. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.